We continue to be so positive about the outlook for silver, we cannot resist toasting the most important in our portfolio metal. Here's to new highs in silver. As we probably all know, silver, having been for literally 40 years, peaked at $50 per ounce, broke free of that top last fall, and got as high as $120 per ounce in January before breaking about 50% down to, I think the low was around $55 per ounce set about a month ago. And since then, however, I have to toast the buyers of silver who have moved it from 55 up to last price I saw today was $69. That's a significant increase, and it's also benefited the way we continue to think. You would have to say speculative to some degree, the best way of playing it, which is the silver miners, which we think have a long way to go on the upside. Why is that? Well, as we also say, not only you have a double whammy in the case of silver. Clearly, anyone who looks at things biblical will know that silver has been money for thousands of years, and that continues to be a factor. That's important now because the value of paper currencies, even the supposedly valuable and mighty US dollar, of the paper currency that has no backing to commodities or metals such as gold or silver, is weakening. And that could be, it's called de-dollarization, could push the value of the currency down. And it also, in my opinion, could lead to a break in the stock market. And the enormous amount of wealth that American investors have in both the stock market and the bond market, if you get a significant decline, and in the past major, you had a past major bear market that I remember well between 2000 and 2002, where one of the major markets, NASDAQ, was down 80%. And if we get anything like that, what history tells us is that large numbers of investors at a certain point are going to say, you know, I have to pull cash out of the stock market. Where am I going to put it? And there stands silver, clearly along with gold, as the only types of areas where if you own physical silver or you own physical gold, there's nothing the government can do to reduce its value. It's money. So that, I think, is a source of potential, a significant increase in the price of silver. But as I just mentioned, there's another double whammy coming on, which is the conductive properties, electrical properties of silver are unmatched with any other metal. And that's a big factor on causing the industrial demand for silver, whether it's in solar cells or whether it could be in terms of new batteries, which tie into the electric vehicle market, is causing the demand for silver by industrial users, the biggest country of which is India, to cause there to be a continuing multi-year deficit where demand, putting the industrial use and combining that with the monetary use, demand is greater than the supply year after year. You put all this together, we feel that silver, and particularly the silver miners, are perhaps the single investment that causes this speculator to say, I am most comfortable in having a lot of my portfolio in this area, particularly in this environment of high inflation and weakening confidence in the dollar.